So what is shell scripting? So if we look at the term shell scripting, it is derived from two words, shell and script. So first let us understand these two terms separately. Shell. Now the term shell in Linux refers to a program that provides a command line interface, CLI. Generally in movies you must have seen a hacker sitting and working on green and black screen. Exactly, that is CLI. Its main function is to provide user with an interface so that they can interact with their computer's program and operating system by simply typing commands into the terminal and receiving text output in response instead of relying on some slow graphical user interface. Furthermore, the shell acts as an interpreter for the operating system, interpreting users' command and executing them as needed, which enables a user to perform various tasks on their computer, such as launching programs, controlling file-on-file system, and managing processes running on the system. You can think of shell as a personal assistant that takes your command, translates them into a language that computer understands, further communicates with the operating system and programs to get the job done, and then present you with the output in a human readable format. Just like a personal assistant, the shell makes your task easier and faster, but it can only do what you tell it to do, okay? Now let us move on to the types of shell. In Linux, there are several types of shell available, which includes Bourne shell, SH, the C shell, the CHS, the Korn shell, KSH, and the Bash shell, Bash. Each shell has its own set of features and capabilities, but they all provide a command line interface that allows a user to interact with the operating system. In this course, we will be using the Bash shell as it is the default shell on the most Linux distribution and is also available on other Unix-like systems such as macOS. Also, this course doesn't focus on any specific Linux distribution, so you can follow along in the book using any Linux system you have available. So this was about the first term, shell. Now let's talk about second term, that is script. Now in the simplest term, a script in Linux is simply a file that contains sequence of instructions arranged in a particular order. Upon executing a script, your command line interpreter CLI or shell goes ahead and executes all the command contained within that file in a predefined order. So where do we use scripts? Scripts can be used to automate tasks, run complex command, or manage system configuration. Now if you want to create your script using a text editor, you can use Linux defaults such as Vim or Nano, or you can flex your coding muscles with an IDE such as Visual Studio Code. Now when saving the file, ensure that you end it with the extension that corresponds to the scripting language you used. For example, if you used Bash, save it with .sh or .py for Python scripts. An interesting tidbit about extension in Linux is that you need not always use an extension when saving a file. That's right. Unlike other operating systems, Linux file type identification is based on file contents and structure, not its extension. However, adding an extension makes it easier to identify the file or program type at a glance. Now, when it comes to script, we are talking about more than just automation. Script offers a ton of possibilities. Let us start with consistency. Script ensure that tasks are performed in the same way every time, eliminating annoying human error or variations. Next up is customization. Scripts can be tailored to fit your need, making them a dynamic tool for completing tasks. Want to make your script dance? No problem, it's all up to you. But wait, there is more. Scripts also offer reproducibility, meaning they can be shared and used by others to replicate your work. So whether you are a system administrator, a budding programmer, an ethical hacker, or simply someone looking to automate repetitive tasks, mastering the art of shell scripting is an invaluable skill to possess in the realm of Linux and Unix-based operating system. Now, it might be sounding a little bit complex to some of you guys, so let us understand shell scripting with an example. But before we move on, I want to tell you a secret. Come close. We are the wizards behind the educational content, working hard to serve you free content. It's like our magical potion, but without the eye of net. So if you are enjoying the show, sprinkle some love by hitting that like button and subscribing it. It's not just a button, it's a secret spell to outsmart the YouTube algorithm and summon more fans. Join our wizardy journey. Your support is the magical wand we need. Now let us move on to the example. So suppose in a hypothetical scenario that you happen to be gainfully employed in a massive IT company and assuming that your specific job function is that of a system administrator, then you would likely be responsible for the management of a sizable number of servers located within a data center. Given that you must perform a predetermined set of repetitive tasks every day, such as verifying the availability of disk space, keeping a watchful eye on the performance of overall system, and generating reports, you may find yourself losing a significant amount of time and effort in these activities. However, there exists a feasible solution in the form of writing shell scripts to automate these tedious activities, thus helping you save time and reduce the overall workload. For instance, you could develop a shell script that scrutinizes the amount of free space on each server and generates an alert if any server is found to be running low on storage space. Moreover, this script can be configured to run on scheduled basis, ensuring that you are informed about such issues in a timely manner. In a similar way, you could also devise a shell script that continuously monitors system performance metrics such as CPU usage and memory usage and creates alert if any server is underperforming. This allows you to identify and resolve issues proactively before they cause problems for the end users. With shell scripting, you can automate these mundane tasks and devote your time to crucial tasks like optimizing system performance and ensuring high availability. So that's all for this video, guys, and in the next video we will discuss important shell commands. So make sure you stay tuned, and if you are enjoying the content and finding it useful, you may drop a like and subscribe so that sneaky YouTube algorithm can help us reach a larger audience. Till then, take care and have a nice day.